Welcome back to RFM. Last time we took a look at soldering the Speeduino drop pair and got the firmware flag. It is now time to be bench testing that, but before it goes anywhere near the Aprilia, we're going to have to do some foundation fixes first. These Italian looms are very notorious for electronical gremlins, and I soon discovered why. The main neutral wire had completely gone black with heat and oxidization. This is a clear sign that the original shunt regulator is overworked in the circuit. Today we're going to resolve that. We're upgrading it to a Shindengen SH775 series unit to ensure the drop pair gets the stable power it needs. This upgrade I'm doing is not for the faint-hearted. I am actually replacing all the wiring throughout on the charging side on this. Most factory regulators use shunt technology. It is a crude system that forces your stator to work 100% capacity all of the time, wasting excess energy as pure heat by grounding it out through the wiring loop. This is why my earth wire had been toasted. By switching to a series system like the SH775, we're going to be turning all that off. It acts like a smart switch. When the battery's full, it disconnects the stator, letting it spin freely and much cooler. No more toasted wires. Because the original Aprilia loom was suspect, I'm not just plugging it in, I'm bypassing the whole entire loom. The grey connector is for the 3-phase stator output, normally a yellow wire coming straight off of it. I'm using a high quality heavy gauge wire to avoid any future voltage drop. These wires have no polarity, just simply connect and crimp your wires and plug them in. Two things to remember for the Aprilia build. First, always use a suitable waterproof inline fuse on the positive side. If something shorts out, you want a 50p fuse to blow instead of your ECU. Second, the RS125 is a high revving beast. The SH775 is great up to 10,000 RPM, but if you're building a track weapon that lives on the red line, larger SH847 is the safest choice. For my roads going EFI project, this 775 is more than adequate. It's a perfect balance for me. The new regulator has 5 wires, the same as the original one. You could use the original wiring if you wanted to, but as I said, I'm not trusting it anymore, and I'm putting my own one in, which is going to be a lot more higher gauge than what it was. I'm removing the old one. As you can see in the pictures just here, there's going to be a considerable size difference in the actual unit itself compared to the SH775. The new regulator will not be able to be installed in the same position it was due to the size difference. It's a shame really, would have been nice to have it in the same place. So we're going to remove all the rotor and the ignition pickup sensor. The pickup sensor is holding by 2 bolts. Undo these and push the sensor out of the way. Now it's time to remove the stator. Use the puller similar to what I've got. Don't lose the wood draft key when you're withdrawing it. So it's just simply undo the 3 screws that are holding the actual stator in. It is going to be a very tight fit, and I will be putting a bracket to hold the wire down even further, but it's not interfering with the actual rotor itself. I'm happy with this. But it doesn't hurt to have an extra layer of protection to hold the wire in. The reason I've upgraded all the wires all around on the charging side is so I do not have much of a voltage drop. I'm trying to save as much as I can due to the EFI conversion. It's time now to tighten everything back up again. All this hardware is about 10 Newton meters. Don't overdo it, you'll strip it out. Whatever you do, don't forget to install that wood draft key. You don't want your rotor to be rotating on the actual shaft. So everything's just reverse of the disassembly. So what do you think of these series regulators? Have you heard of these before? The heart of your motorcycle's electrical stability is a voltage regulator. Series regulators designed to provide superior performance and protection for all motorcycles and high-tech bikes. Series regulators are a sophisticated component that manages the power flow from your stator to your battery and electronics. Unlike traditional shunt regulators that constantly burn off any excess energy as heat, the series regulator opens the circuit completely and it just powers down that whole system. This is a design choice to ensure the system runs a lot cooler and effectively more efficiently as well. So when you upgrade, you'll have rock solid voltage stability, maximum efficiency, reduced stator stress, you'll have precision battery charging and compatibility between all 12 volt batteries, even lithium ion. You'll have superior thermal management, and I've also upgraded my wiring to a high temperature silicone based wire. So the advantage is you get lower electrical load and heat on the stator. You also extend your battery lifespan. Those batteries are mega amounts of money now, aren't they? You also enhance overall system efficiency and superior long-term reliability. So whether you're a daily commuter or a long-distance tourer, a series regulator offers the maximum protection that your electrical system requires. Now with the SH775 installed, the charging system is now cooler, more efficient and most importantly ready for the extra load of the EFI conversion. If you missed the build up of the drop bear ECU itself, check it out on the video here. If you have any questions about the bypass loop of the SH775, drop me a line below. And as always, ride it, fix it, make it.